Fred Keating still here. It's day 4 at the 99th Annual Vancouver International Auto Show. Here's the guy I tried to get to on day 1, but he was a little busy at the time. And this is Jason Hurd, Executive Director of the Vancouver International Auto Show. You're looking remarkably relaxed compared to what I saw you on day 1.
Yeah, setup takes a little bit out of you, and it's a little bit of a stress. But you know what? As we get rolling and the crowds come and you see the smiling faces leaving the building, you can't help but get energized and refreshed and ready to rock.
Well, I see you smiling, so tell me, what is it about number 99 that's put that smile on your face? What's been happening over the last few days, and where are we going from here?
You know what? It's these shows, everyone thinks they're cookie cut across the country. They're not at all. We got to be what we are for our individual market. So it's not a mix of flour, sugar, and milk that you just keep doing every year. You got to change it up, and we change it up every year, whether it's our outside displays, inside displays, the creative talent we do, how many ride and drives we have. We have over 38 ride and drives this year, right on site. You know, we got to create an experience for everyone. What we love to say is there is something for everyone at the show, and we do our best to deliver it. So it's a lot of curating throughout the year. It's a lot of begging, pleading, and anything we can do to pull some things out of different collections to entice people, and also work with our manufacturer partners to make sure the right cars are in the show.
What impacts your decision?
You know what? It's a number of things. It's what we learned in the previous years. It's also what we see coming down the pipe into the future, whether it's, you know, one of the big things that we're seeing as a manufacturer push this year is alternative powered vehicles, so electric, battery, plug-ins, now hydrogen. So we actually have a dedicated hydrogen booth downstairs where you can learn just about hydrogen vehicles. What's coming, well, you know, we're the only region in Canada to have a hydrogen charging station. For the public, excuse me. So, you know, and there's 5 more scheduled on the way. So it's going to be a real interesting future to see where it all ends up.
I think the phrase I've heard most often over the last couple of days is all roads lead to electric.
Yeah, you know, that's a great statement. Manufacturers are pushing hard, and they're setting 2020 as a goal. 2020 isn't that far away. So we're going to see a number of brands. Volkswagen, for example, is touting they will be an electric brand. So we're seeing a lot of this come, and it's coming faster than it's ever come before. And so as we're doing that, we have to see what's the politics of the day are in terms of mandates and all sorts of stuff, incentives. You know, everything is moving so quickly that we need to make sure that we're forecasting as to how it's going to go, so that we're delivering for not only the public, but the manufacturers, the government, you know, all parties involved.
Staying on the crest of the wave, so to speak, so that you've always got something brand new to show people each year that's timely, but also kind of looks ahead.
Exactly. And you know, being a 99-year-old show, we always like to look backwards too. So, you know, 2 years ago we had a 1910 electric vehicle on site, for example. So, you know, you're always looking for something that's going to play with the market of the day. And that's really what we try to create when we're doing it.
Now, speaking of play, and you mentioned the test drives, this year you incorporated the outdoors as well as the indoors with offering test drives, and you said 38 different manufacturers or vehicels with their
38
electric?
total vehicles. I believe it's 22 different
manufacturers,
name tags,
right.
And everything from the Chevrolet Bolt, we're giving one away, to Tesla's. The I-Pace is by far our highest test-driven vehicle right now. So lots of great vehicles.
They were lined up for half a block trying to take part. Is that gone all week long?
It's amazing. You know, we have huge crowds at the door rushing to get in to get their name on that. We sometimes sell out the test drives early, so we encourage people to come on, get their name down, get your booking time, and have some fun and see what all the fuss is about.
One of the interesting aspects about your show, I think, that separates from others has to do with this philosophy. It's more than a philosophy, it's the practice of the day. And that is that I can't walk in here and buy a car. Nobody behind the various booths is allowed to sell me a car. They can share the information with me. Why is that? What makes that so special?
It's one of the best things about the show. You know, there are a lot of people that feel intimidated going into dealerships, and we love our dealers, but this provides the opportunity for them to come in a no sales pressure environment and learn all about the vehicles and see all of them side by side, jump in them, feel what it feels. You can't do that on the internet.
So just the facts. Man.
It's just the facts, and it's all about that. They're not pushing, they're not selling. They're there to answer all of your questions and help you out and figure out what your next vehicle should be for you.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what? While we're doing that, we also have to provide entertainment value for our attendees. We need them to come in, feel a sense of energy, feel a sense of they're receiving value for coming to the show, and that is one great component. The rest of it is all the entertainment value and everything that comes with it. You know, we live in a beautiful city where you can ski in the mountains, water surf, golf, probably all in the same day, plus all the parties and events that are going on. So we really have to make sure we're delivering an experience for people, and that value equation of under one roof is just one of many levels that we need to consider every time we put the show on.
What feedback do you get, directly or indirectly, that keeps you coming back and recreating it year after year?
Well, we are owned by the New Car Dealers Association of British Columbia, so 390 rooftops across the province, and this is a proven generator for sales. You know, our surveys say that 40% last year, 40% of the audience that went through said they're planning to buy a new vehicle within the next 3 months. And that is a massive number of vehicles that are going to be on the road that are being bought through our dealerships. So that is a value equation that no one can turn down. So when we're able to do that, and you know, over the 5 years that we've been here, we've taken the show from 85,000 attendees to last year 120,000 attendees. So over that period of time, to bring that many more people, the value equation just multiplies significantly. And so when we do all the things we do to put together the experience that I was talking about, that's what makes it all worthwhile for everyone involved. And it's every stakeholder, whether it's a sponsor of the show, whether it's an attendee, whether it's the media, whether it's, of course, our dealers, manufacturing partners. It all comes together for everyone's success.
I notice you have one eye on what's currently happening, taking the pulse of this year, and your other eye seems to be looking toward the future. So I know. It's the centennial next year, man. 100 years.
You only turn 100 once, right?
From the 20s to the 20s, baby.
It's going to be fun. We have some big things in our back pocket where we're bringing in all the ponies and all the horses we can, and there's a couple real interesting things you'll see from the preload to the show, to possibly a parade procession to launch the show, to some crazy antics we're going to be doing that you'd probably only see in movies. We're pulling out all the stops, and the collection of vehicles you'll see that year is going to be something you've never seen before in the city.
Is that just the incredible network that you've built up over the years?
No, it's not. It's the city. I take no credit for it. Our city is a special city, and we've got some amazing dealers, great manufacturer support. If I wasn't here, someone else would be doing it with a different skew. But you know, we love to have fun, and I think that's one of the things that comes through when people get the energy and the vibe, and why some groups bring us some big cars and some big reveals. And I know, you know, when we go out and look, and I worked 2 years to help bring the Hoonicorn to Vancouver. The Hoonicorn is Ken Block's 67 heavily modified Mustang. First time in Canada. It's never been across the border, this border at least. It's been flown to a whole bunch of countries, but a very special car that you'll only see in Canada right at this show, and we love that. The crowds around this car are insane. It's unbelievable. So we have tons of fun with that.
You also have that McLaren Senna. More than one.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me how you got that.
You know what? It's timing. Also, just we happened to get lucky on timing for that. So the car was introduced in Canada back in Toronto a few months ago, and deliveries started here. And first we had one, very excited, pulled the curtain off it. Then, hey, we got another Senna. Hey, we got another Senna. So we're like, hey, let's go. Let's see what. And they're all different spec, and they're gorgeous cars. And you know, there's some things that come out in the marketplace that are just special, and that is a special car for the market and a special car for the world. And I think 40 in Canada, we got 3 at the show. Like, come on.
Named after a special guy.
Very special race car driver. So yeah.
Jason, I think everybody appreciates the Herd brand. So keep doing whatever the heck it is you're doing, my friend, because it's sure working. Thank you so much for the time you shared with us.
Thanks for coming out. I always enjoy our time together.
Well, thank you.
Thank
you. All
you.
the best.
Cheers.